I think this quest for searching for balance in itself is a paradox. You create imbalance when you pursue balance in everything. This is because when searching for balance in all aspects of life, you are essentially using the concept of balance to its extreme, which in itself is then out of balance. Hey, I'm Wayne, and welcome to Wayne's Matrix, where together we can distill some of the basic life essences around mindfulness, purpose, and motivation. If you found this video useful, then make sure you hit the like button below, and then also subscribe if you don't want to miss future videos. Balance is one of the most important things to create in your life. This may be obvious, but having the right balance is very hard to do in practice. You probably know the saying, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Well, that's what we're talking about here. However, being completely balanced in life is almost impossible. But the following areas that I can talk about right now can give us a better picture of what to focus on if we want to find some semblance of balance in our life. In area number 1, being out of balance at work. Getting yelled at by your boss, or working an 80-hour week, or not having work at all might not be the best thing for your long-term well-being. Balance at work is like having time for development, some time to be busy, some time for fun, and also for opportunities to do what you want with your time. So I would suggest put systems in place that separate work from leisure, also separate space, and also separate time. So know that this is when you're going to do email, or this is when you're going to work on this project, and also this is where you're going to work on this. Set up spaces, and this will essentially give you a bit of balance that you're looking for in your work balance. In focus area number 2, being out of balance with your sleep. Always being tired because you go to bed too late, or sleeping in every day may not be optimal. Over time, over and under sleeping can take a toll on your body and your mind. While on the weekends it's nice to sometimes sleep in, doing so every day can affect your focus and your productivity. Likewise, too little sleep and you really will be dragging. This is one easy place to create balance in your sleeping patterns. Get into a schedule that you know that every night at, let's say, 11 o'clock you go to bed and you wake up at 6 every morning. By putting this in place and sticking to the schedule will help you with your sleep balance. In focus area number 3, being out of balance with our health and our exercise. This may be an obvious one, but sitting on the couch all day and you'll quickly find yourself out of shape. Also, work out all day and you'll get injured from overuse. Creating a balance between activity and rest will essentially create a healthy lifestyle. Schedule specific times to do exercise during the week and then stick to that system. In area number 4, being out of balance in our eating habits. Another seemingly obvious one, but eating only junk food and you'll get a stomachache. Or eating too much and you'll put on weight. Eating too little, you'll lose muscle mass. What about too healthy? Put a practice of mindful eating in place. When you eat mindfully, your focus will be drawn to only what you should eat and when you're hungry, for example. And then eating with purpose. And no, there's nothing wrong with cheat days, but just don't make them every day. And then focus now area number 5, being out of balance in our relationships. Sometimes it's great to see your friends, and also sometimes it's great to be alone. But if you're with your friends all the time, then your work and your responsibility will be put aside. And also if you spend a lot of time alone, then sometimes that will keep you narrow-minded and not in touch with reality. So why not put systems into place to spend quality time with those that matter to you, then use mindful interaction practices to be more present with them. But also schedule me time for yourself, whether that's taking long walks by yourself or just meditating. This will help you find balance in your relationships. Now, as part 2, let's explore 5 tips on how to maintain your balance in these areas we've just covered. Tip 1, practice your mindfulness. Please refer to the video link above or in the link below for my video where I talk about 5 ways to be more aware and mindful. By practicing your mindfulness and by relaxing, breathing, and slowing down, you can start to think rationally and come up with game plans to achieve and maintain balance in your specific areas that need focus and that you need to work on. It's also tough to always be present and in the moment, or to always have mindful interactions with others. I practice mindful meditations and breathing techniques during the day, and I find that I can maintain a foundation for better balance in my focus areas. Tip number 2, create focus and prioritize. Many times we get out of balance because we have often taken on too many things with work or at home or with our friends. By reducing this noise, it can help you focus and allow you to be not so distracted or overwhelmed with negativity and stress. Figure out what matters to you and then assess where you are with your life right now. What's causing your imbalance? And what would your life look like if you were in balance? And how would that feel? For me, I've removed the noise by starting my day off with a mindful meditation. And then I exercise and I make sure that I don't watch the news or I don't read social media the first thing in the morning. By reducing this noise, I can then start to do things that I like, and I can spend less time on the things that I don't like. Tip number 3, put systems in place. See my video on why systems are better than goals to achieving your purpose, the link above or in the description below. My purpose is for success in my career, to be fit, grow old with my wife, and to be financially independent. Now, I don't focus on goals to achieve my purpose, as these can typically demotivate me, especially if I miss a goal, and then by that demotivation can then set me off in an imbalance. So by putting simple daily systems and disciplines in place, I find that I can find balance over time. My daily exercise regime then is a habit that helps me achieve my purpose of staying fit, and my saving regularly each month, for example, ensures that I'll be financially independent one day. So simple systems that I can put in place makes me feel comfortable, and therefore my balance feels like it's in place. Tip number 4, don't sweat the small things. I believe that one of the keys to my success in life has been the ability to let things go and to move on to things that matter. Some people might call this apathy, but I think the ability to simply shrug things off is a great ability to have. There are so many triggers out there waiting to just get you. Social media notifications, controversial news headlines, road rage. Look, there are also many things in life that we can't control, but there are many things that we can control. So let the small things go and move on to that which matters for a good life balance. And tip number 5, pace yourself. Finding balance isn't an instantaneous endeavor. It takes time, so pace yourself. Things take time to develop, and they also take time to shape. The saying Rome wasn't built in a day, it's true for creating balance in our lives. We only have one life. As cliched as that may sound, it's really true. The key to balance is living your life at your own pace. So working through the struggle and working towards balance will take time, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. In summary, balance is key, and it's also important in life because, as with many other things, being extreme is typically a detriment to living our lives in the right way. Living a life that is in balance with your body, your mind, and your spirit means that you stand on your own power, like a rock in the surf. And yet, even though we may not be able to achieve balance in all the areas of our life, let's try and focus on some of the areas that I mentioned, such as work, sleep, health, eating, and relationships, which will allow for a good foundation to be balanced. And then practice the tips of mindfulness, focus, systems, letting go, and pace. These will all help you maintain your balance. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and also to hear what other ideas or tips that you've had in creating balance in your life, and I'd love you to share it with the community. Until next time, be mindful, be purposeful, and stay motivated. Peace.